Okay, folks, if you're new to the channel, you are not going to fully grasp the magnitude of what I'm showing. So make sure you watch a bunch of my videos to fully understand. Anyway, Elvis is the Antichrist, and Donald Trump is his devil twin, his twin in the flesh, because Elvis's real twin died at birth. Elvis had an identical twin that supposedly died at birth. Now watch as the word God reveals the Antichrist, okay? So you know that the letter G is the seventh letter, right? The letter O is the 15th letter of the alphabet, and the letter D is the fourth letter of the alphabet, okay? Now, the only number here that can be reduced is the O. The O is the 15th letter, but it can be reduced to a 6 because 1 plus 5 is 6. So that's why the letter O is 15 or 6. So it can be 715-4 or 764. And here is what the words the Antichrist equals. This is the forward numbers, and this is the backwards numbers. Okay, this is more important, the forward. It equals 154, and then reduced is 64, and this is the total, 218. So 154, 64 is the most important numbers for the words the Antichrist. 154, 64. And where did you just see that number? It's in the word God, you see? 154, 64. You see that? You see what I'm telling you? The Antichrist. It's right there in the word God. It's telling you. And when was Elvis born? He was born on January 8th, 1/8, right? And there was two of them born that day, his identical twins. So there would be two of them born on 1/8, right? And look, the Antichrist, the total is 218. So there was two of them on 1/8. You see that? And Elvis, he died in the year 77. And I told you that the year 22, which is this year, 22 right there, it was his most important birthday on 1/8/22 this year. Because he turned 87, which is super important to this puzzle. See, what I'm trying to show you here is that the English language is showing you who the Antichrist is going to be. All right, now watch as I prove it to you. Okay. And by the way, the word Christ equals 77. You see, 77, 77. So Christ equals 77. So now, where is the Antichrist? It's right here, right? It's in the O and the D. All right. It's telling you what to look for. All right. So let's look at the O and the D. So I put the letters O and D into the gematria calculator. Let's see what we get. All right, now watch as how I show you how important this is. So Elvis, he had a twin, right? And when were the twins born? On 1/8. Look, you got another 1/8 right here because it's the total, right? 10 plus 8 is 18. So it's 1/8, 1/8. But it doesn't matter. You could just say 1/8. Forget about this one. So Elvis was born on 1/8. And what year was Elvis born? 1935. 1/8, 1935. I mean, just think about what I'm showing you. It's absolutely impossible. Okay, and this can be 1/8 also because 1 plus 9 is 10. So that would be just like this, 1. And then 3 and 5 is 8, which is just like this. So this is basically the same numbers. 10, 8, 8 right here, 8 right here, 10, 10. You understand? It's 1/8, 1/8. But the whole point is that Elvis was born on 1/8, 1935. And that's the letters OD, which connects to what I just showed you. The Antichrist equals 154, 64. OD is 154, 64, you see? In the word God. And when you put God into the gematria calculator, this is what it equals, okay? 26, because remember the letter 7 plus 15 plus 4 equals 26, and the reduced number is 17, and this is the backwards numbers, 55, 10. And this is why I want you to focus here for a minute, okay? So God is, this is the forward number, this is the backwards. Look at this backwards number right here. So the backwards of God equals 55, 10. And Satan equals 55, 10. You see that? And again, let's look at the numbers, okay? Let's go back to God for a minute. So God, 2 plus 6 is 8, plus 5 and 5 is 10. So it's the 108 again. Same thing again, 108. It's the ELVIS birthday. You see, it's got the 81 here, 108 here. It's just, you know, it's loaded with the 18s again, okay? Because ELVIS is the one who's connected to all this. Now, Satan, it's the same thing. It's 10 is 108. And look at that, 135. It's only missing the 9. There's your 9, 4 plus 5. There's your 1935. And look, Elvis's birthday again, 18. Add the 9 to this, 1935. That's Elvis's birthday. 18108, you see. So like I said, you know, in the word God, the backwards is 5510, which is Satan. Satan equals 5510, you see. Now, 5510, so this is what 5510 equals in gematria. If you were to put 5510, this is what it would equal. 147.66, 177.60. And look, it's got the 666 in the middle. But this is what I want you to look at. 147.66 for 5510. And Elvis and his, you know, dead twin were born on January 8th, right? Look, you see? It equals 147.66. It's the same number as 5510, which was Satan. 147.66, you see? 147.66 for January 8th. Again, connected to Elvis and his dead twin with Satan. And you're probably wondering, why am I showing Vernon and Vester, these two names? Because, see, this is Elvis's father, Vernon Presley. Vernon, and this was Vernon's brother, Vester. Okay, and they play a huge part in this. That's why Elvis had to come from this bloodline. So these are the two brothers. Look at what that equals. So Vernon and Vester equals 177.60, 147.66. Why does this look familiar? Because it's the exact same as 5510, which equaled Satan, right? And which also equaled backwards of God. But but the numbers are on opposite sides. 147.66, 177.60. Look, Vernon and Vester are 177.60, 147.66. It's just on opposite sides. It's backwards. Same numbers. Exact same numbers. And you know, this certain religion right here, these guys, this certain religion takes out the letter O out of the word God. You see, this is how they spell God, without the O. They'll tell you, you know, they'll tell you what reason it is, but really the real reason is because, see, they have not crowned their God. That's why they're waiting for their Messiah, and the O is a crown. And that's what I'm showing you here, is that this is super important. The O, the 6O or the 15O, okay, in the word God. And if you put into the gematria calculator the letter O, which is a crown, with the 15, and if you put the letter O with the 6, look what you get. You see what you're looking at? Look at that. 147.66, 177.60. Why does that look familiar? Because it equals 5510, which is Satan. 147.66, 177.60. You see? And I just told you what this is. It's the middle of the word God, the crown. And I told you Elvis died in the year 77, and it's been 44 years since Elvis's death. And I told you this is the year that the two twin events happened, June 11th and August 4th. I'm just saying, what is the chance that this equals the same as 5510, which equals Satan, remember? Anyway, so this obviously is very important, the 15-6 with the two crowns, right? So I said to myself, let me see what, 15-6 and two crowns, that's 15,600 days, from what day to what day. So from January 1st, and I'm using 1935 because that's the year Elvis is born. Isn't that interesting that it lands in the year Elvis dies? And look at when it happens. So it's from January 1st, the year Elvis died, not the birth date, but the year, and to the date, to the year that Elvis died, but not the day. Check this out. It's 15,600 days, right? The 15 with one crown, the 6 with a crown. Do you get it? And look at how long it is. 42 years, 8 months, 16 days. And remember, this is 1977. This is the year Elvis died, and this was the year Elvis was born. Look, it's this amount of time is 42 years, 8 months, 16 days. And how old was Elvis when he died? 42 years old, died on 8/16. 42, 8, 16, 77. You see that? Do you understand? 42 years, 8 months, 16 days, year 77. Is this incredible or what? Now you see why Elvis had to die on that particular day, because it connects to other days, but he had to figure out a way to make it 42/8/16 and connect to this number 15,600, which connects to what I just showed you here, which connects to Satan and 5510. Because I told you Satan equals 5510, right? And 5510 equals the exact same as this, which is 15 with a crown, 6 with a crown. And by the way, I'm not going to go through every connection that I've already shown connecting to 9/11 and all that stuff. I'm just going to show you what's relevant to what I'm trying to show you here. So from Vernon Presley's birthday, the day he was born, Elvis's father, April 10th, 1916 to September 11th, 2001, was 31,200 days. Okay? And if you include that day, it's 201, but it's up to that day. Because you're not finished with the day, so it can be counted up to that day also. So it's 31,200, 31200. And you remember what I just showed you, right? 15,600 was 42 years, 8 months, and 16 days. And it's the 15 with an O, 6 with an O, which is the word God in the middle, the letter O. See, if you break 31,200 in half, it's 15,600. So the 31,200, which you just saw from Vernon Presley's birthday to 9/11/2001, the day the Twin Towers fell, it's basically 42 years, 8 months, 16 days, 2 times. That's what this is, exactly. What you're saying. 42 years, 8 months, 16 days, 2 times. Do you get it? Because 15,600 days was 42 years, 8 months, 16 days. Elvis died at the age of 42 on August 16th, 8/16, 42 years. Get it? And watch me connect Elvis to that 9/11 real quick. So, there was an actual an attack on the towers originally in 1993. The first attack on the Twin Towers was on February 26, 1993. And from the day Elvis died on August 16, 1977, to that day the Twin Towers was attacked the first time, it's 15 years, 6 months, and 11 days. Okay, so why, it's not 00, but 11. It's, 15 is the crown. I told you is the O. And you have 6/11. That's the day I'm telling you that Seattle's going to get struck on 6/11. Okay? I told you it's all going to come to fruition, folks. And the reason I'm showing you this is because now I'm going to connect. See, it has to connect. It's like a spider web. So from Elvis's death to this date, you have this connection, right? Then from here, February 26, 1993 to 9/11, let's see what happens. See, now look what happens. From the first attack of the towers in 1993 to the actual Twin Towers falling, it's 3120. Do you see that? You see, I'm comparing it to this because this was Vernon Presley's birthday. The day he was born to 9/11 was 31200. It was 2 zeros. And this one from the first attack to the second attack was 3120 only. And like I said, it would break down, same thing again, 156 with just an O, 15060. You understand? Which goes right back to the word God, like I said. 156 with an O. And if you've been watching my videos, I told you how important the 33 is because it's the number of ascension. And the Freemasons use that in all their, unbelievable stories on television because they're mocking God, because God was, Jesus was crucified at the age of 33 and he rose from the dead at 33, right? And 33 equals 156. You see, it's the 15 and the 6, which is the O. Do you get what I'm saying? And if you go straight across and down, it's 15666. You see? It's got the 66, and twin equals 66. And look, it's got 666 across. And June 11th equals 141 in gematria. And look, you got the 222, which I told you this is the year. This is the only thing that's missing right now, and that's why it's got to be this year. It's the 15666 and then the 222. And the 66 connects to Elvis. From Elvis's birthday to 9/11, when the Twin Towers fell, it's 66 years, 8 months, 4 days. And I told you Trump's going to get his head wound on 8/4. Okay? And look, 800 months, 4 days. 8/4 again with 2 crowns. And there's the last thing I'm going to show you. So if you put a crown on the word God, because see, that's how you get the 2 crowns. I told you. You see what I'm saying? It's the word good. Oh, God is good. Okay? And this is what it equals. So, oh God, 4123 is the forward, 6713 is the backwards, okay? So let me show you what equals this exact same thing, 4123. The word king equals 412364. It's even got the 67. The only thing different is right here. This is 22. Oh God was 13. You see? That's the only difference, And the reason I put king, not only because it equals oh God, but because Elvis was known as the king. You see? And look at Elvis. And by the way, Elvis, Jesse, his twin that supposedly died when spelled with an I, because that's what it's like on his tombstone. Jesse is 672289. Elvis is 672289. You see? Same thing, they equal 672289. And why is that important? Because the word king equals 672289 backwards. You see? This equals oh God. This equals Elvis and Jesse and king. You see? This equals oh God. And it's got the 67. But this is the only thing that's different right here. And notice that Jesse, and remember, he's the twin that died, equals 162. See, Elvis doesn't equal 162. He equals 135, and he was born in 1935, like I said. The reason that's important right here is 162 is because June 11th is the 162nd day of the year, and remember, he died, supposedly. So that's why it's very important that it equals that, because that's the death number. If Jesse really died, you know what I'm saying? It's a ritual. And of course, Elvis was known as the king, like I said. That's why I was showing you that. And Seattle is in King County, okay? Look, folks, if you didn't fully grasp what I showed you in this video, watch the video again, okay? That's how important this is. I just proved to you who the Antichrist is. Actually, God showed you who the Antichrist is, not me. Anyway, like I said, if you're new to the channel, these are my 2 predictions right in front of you. Okay, so don't get them twisted. End of video.